Hello everybody and welcome back to the More Freedom series. Today we are here at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway for the Big Ass Fan 77. This is going to be race number 12 in the More Freedom series season 2, marking our halfway point of the season, and the points race is heating up. Let's go through your points real quick. Number 1 in points is going to be that number 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. Second place is going to be the 96 of Nico 2588. Third will be the 187 of Johnny T Homicidal. Fourth will be the number 72 of Duchess. Fifth will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Sixth will be the 33 of ZWTF. Seventh will be the 00 of Mudbone. Eighth will be last week's winner, the 25 of JTM 2588. Ninth will be the 07 of Douchebaggins. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 29 of Wishbone Attack. And looking at these points, pretty much with 13 races left, including this one, it's anybody's season to win or season to lose at this point, as the top 10 are separated by 219 points, and I think anybody at this point could win this season. But let's go through your starting lineup today. Starting on the pole is going to be the number 30 of Corvette Stingray. And on his outside is going to be the 96 of Nico 2588. Starting third will be the 7 of Seabass. And on his outside, the 799 of Mike Check. Starting fifth will be the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. And on her outside, the number 80 of Hog Eric. Starting seventh will be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. And on his outside, the 42 of Mom Games Hard. Starting ninth will be the number 40 of Veteran Chaos. And on his outside, the 00 of Mudbone. Starting 11th will be the 420 of Queen of Hearts, and on her outside, the 300 of Resemble. Starting 13th will be the number 3 of Geek Girl Games, and on her outside, the 95 of Zed Brunna. Starting 15th will be the 25 of JTM 2588, and on his outside, the 187 of Johnny T Homicidal. Starting 17th will be the 57, the points leader, Nail Clipper Flipper, and on his outside, his teammate, the 619 of Balls Deep. Starting 19th will be the 29 of Wishbone Attack, and on his outside, the 55 of Ida. Starting 21st will be the 69 of Arco Creates, and on his outside, the 51 of AJM 2588. Starting 23rd will be the 660 of Garrett Miller, and on his outside, the 88 of NM 2588. Starting 25th will be the 33 of ZWTF, and on his outside, the number 6 of Ice Cream Some Days. Starting 27th will be the number 20 of Adam B 5000, and on his outside, the 34 of Super Snake. Starting 29th will be the 49 of Jetman, and on his outside, the 911 of Danny Cybex. Starting 31st will be the number 13 of King of the Aces, and on his outside, the 47 of Dom Kizzle. Starting 33rd will be the 32 of Heck of a Duber, and on his outside, the number 11 of TC Roberts. Starting 35th will be the number 10 of It's Some Alien, and on his outside, the 66 of Syndicate J. Starting 37th will be the 72 of Duchess, and on her outside, the 71 of Kung Fu Beer. Starting 39th will be the 999 of Deviant, and on his outside, the 19 of XJ Snake. In the last row, shotgun on the field, 41st will be the number 23 of Fuller Than You, and on his outside, the 07 of Douchebaggins. So that's your starting lineup today for this Big Ass Fan 77 here at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway. And the crowd is already packing it in here, and I think we're ready, so let's go racing. Let's go through your top 10, your starting top 10 real fast. Again, on the pole is going to be your number 30 of Corvette Stingray. On his outside is going to be the 96 of Nico 2588. Starting third will be the 7 of Seabass. Fourth will be the 799 of Mike Check. Fifth will be the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. Sixth will be the number 80 of Hog Eric. Seventh will be the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Eighth will be the 42 of Mom Games Hard. Ninth will be the 40 of Veteran Chaos. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be that 00 of Mudbone. Also, as of note, that's going to be the 30 of Corvette Stingray. This is going to be his first pole on the year. So great job by that CSR Racing team to get that number 30 of Corvette Stingray and that beautiful looking Burger Fuel Red Bull Chevy that he's got underneath him right there. Great looking car for Corvette Stingray. Glad to see him get his first pole of the season and leading us down to take this green flag. We're going to have 22 laps of green flag, hot green flag action today here at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway. And yeah, so I'm excited about this race. We've got 5 turns on the track. Turn 1 is a dogleg right that goes into 2 and 3, which are banked at 40 degrees. And turns 4 and 5 also banked at 40 degrees. Our front stretch and back stretch are going to be flat too. So it should be an amazing race, as the 799 of Mike Check on the outside of that 96 of Nico 2588. Right behind him is going to be the number 80 of Hall Garrick. Leading us down into turn 1 and into 2 and 3 is going to be the number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Lots of jockeying for position already, as we got it like 2 or 3, 4 wide right now, as the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon with a great jump off of the turn. And she may lead this first lap, but we're going to keep an eye on her, as there's the 7 of Seabass, the 40. So many great cars right now on this track. Want to see what happens as they go down the backstretch here, as we got 3, 4 wide down the backstretch, maybe 5 wide at this point. From the overhead view, you can see them really wide right there, as it looks like the 40 of Veteran Chaos down to the inside right there, but with the number 25 of JTM 2588 giving him the push through 4 and 5. Off of turn 5 right behind JTM is going to be the 69 of Arco Creates. Your leader off of turn 5 is going to be the number 40 of Veteran Chaos, down to lead that first lap. Into turn 1, right behind him is the Sailor Spoopy Moon, as she drops underneath that 40 of Veteran Chaos. Nope, pulled back into line right there. So Spoopy's still down low on the bottom of the track, as these turns are just significant, are just huge. So you should be able to get plenty of good run off the turns, as this is a plate track, you know, so we should have some great drafting, as the 30 of Corvette Stingray down to the bottom, middle of the track, actually, the middle of the track, underneath that 40 of Veteran Chaos. Coming down the backstretch. As the 7 of Seabass pulling out to the lead, and that Amish Origins car for Amish Buggy Racing, the number 7 of Seabass, we'll get your timing and scoring up here, is going to lead this lap, number 3. So leader after leader right now. So that was actually lap number 2. Starting lap number 3, your leader is going to be that number 7 of Seabass. Right behind him is going to be that 30 of Corvette Stingray. And checking through the field, we're going to see where the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper currently running in the 20th position. The 96 of Nico 2588 is currently running in the 30th position. So Nico is not having a great race as of right now. We'll see what happens as the race goes on, but right now leading on the track is going to be the number 7 of Seabass, as number 30 of Corvette Stingray down to his inside through turn 4 and 5, fighting for the lead right now, as Corvette Stingray, who started on the pole, has not led a lap yet. So Corvette down the front stretch, Corvette on the inside, going to get that lap led over there, just ahead of the number 7 of Seabass. But down into the dogleg of turn 1, Seabass on the outside getting a better run on that number 30 of Corvette Stingray. And here comes the number 80 of Hall Garrick, last week's 3rd place finisher. Getting down to the inside of this number 7 of Seabass off of turn 3. Getting a push. No, not even a push from Corvette Stingray or Veteran Chaos. Vet dropping it down low underneath that number 80 of Hall Garrick. Eric, and it looks like we're going to have caution on the track right now, as we're still showing the number 7 of Seabass as your leader, but we're racing back to the caution, folks. Down into turn 4 and 5. Here comes that number 40 of Veteran Chaos. On the outside is going to be the number 80 of Hall Garrick. Racing it back to the caution. We're going to see who basically comes in second place right here as we get back to this caution flag. And it looks like the number 40 of Veteran Chaos is going to be shown as the second place car in this caution flag. So again, caution on the track. We're going to see what brought that out here in a moment, as our leader still is going to be that number 7 of Seabass. So we'll wait till all of this clears up, and we'll get through our pit stops, and then we will check that replay. So just before the pit stops right now, we'll go through your top 10. Currently your leader is going to be the 7 of Seabass. Second will be that number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Third will be the 80 of Hog Eric. Fourth will be the 42 of Mom Games Hard. Fifth will be the 300 of Resemble. Sixth will be the number 30 of Corvette Stingray. Seventh will be the 1 of Jamal Jackson. Eighth will be the 51 of AJM 2588. And ninth will be the 3 of Geek Girl Games. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be that number 88 of NM 2588. So we'll jump back up here to the front. As we're going to see if anybody is a taker for pit stops here on lap number 5. Not sure what these teams will decide to do. I think they're going to have to pit at least once, maybe twice here. This track is 3.52 miles long, so it's quite the distance on this track. Seabass, see what he's thinking about doing here. He is a taker on the pit stop, so at number 7 of Seabass in for a pit stop. It looks like the 40 of Veteran Chaos is deciding to stay out. So we'll see what happens. And it looks like part of the field, almost half the field, is electing to stay out. We'll watch that number 7 of Seabass as he goes down into his pits. We'll see what his pit strategy is here. Again, we're on lap number 6. And the 7 is in. He is taking right side tires. Here comes that number 30, your pole sitter. Right side tires are on, and he is down and away, so right side tires only. Right side tires and fuel for the number 7 of Seabass. And I'm going to guess most of everybody else probably took the same thing. So we'll check in, we'll see who pitted and all that stuff, but let's see what brought out that caution. Let's jump back up here to the front of the field, and we'll see what brought out that caution real fast. So this caution's actually going to be brought out by the number 49 of Jetman is going to get into the 72 of Duchess, who will get into the 96 and then the 66 of Syndicate J. So let's go ahead and see this replay real fast. You can see the 49 gets into the 96 or into the 72, which gets into the 96 and the 66. So not great for the 96 of Nico 2588, as he is just, you know, he's going to probably have issues the rest of the day, but the 66 of Syndicate J right there definitely is now being shown out of the race as a result. So we'll jump back to live action, but yeah, the 66 of Syndicate J as a result of this accident is going to be shown out of the race. And it looks like we got the 420 of Queen of Hearts coming into the pits. She was running in the 8th position. So Queen of Hearts down the long pit road here at Fort Wayne. Into her pit, so we're going to see what she does here. Let's see what got right side tires going on for the 420. And she is down and away. So we're getting pretty close to actual pit stops. And you can see there's the 96 of Nico 2588 currently running in the 40. You'll be running in the 40th position right there in front of the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Will be shown in last place. Looks like we still going to have at least one more lap of caution before we go back to green. So let's run through your top 10 real fast at the end of this caution, and we'll go through some pit stops. So the people that didn't pit are going to be the 40 of Veteran Chaos is going to be shown as your leader. Second place is going to be his teammate, the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Third will be the 51 of AJM 2588. And fourth will be his teammate, the 88 of NM 2588. Fifth will be the 660 of Garrett Miller. Sixth will be the 25 of JTM 2588. Seventh will be the 25. Eighth will be the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal. Ninth will be the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be the number 7 of Seabass. So Seabass is the first car that pitted. So places 1 through 9 have not yet pitted, and I'm guessing probably in the next 3 laps, those cars are going to want to pit anyway. So maybe they're hoping they get a caution and can go the rest of the distance. But those that pitted, first off of pit road was going to be that number 7 of Seabass, and second is going to be that 80 of Paul Garrick, and third will be the 42 of Mom Games Hard. So great pit stops by the 80, the 42, and the number 7, and also that number 3 of Resemble and the 3 of Geek Girl Games. So you've got two G3 Motorsports cars right there, the 42 and the number 3. There's your pole sitter to the number 30 of Corvette Stingray. So we're going to see what these cars up here at the front elect to do as we come down the front stretch. Hopefully we're going to get one to go here. Again, the only car we have out of the race as of right now is going to be the 66 of Syndicate J. I'm going to see what these team cars do, as we have 3 of those three MBR cars right there in the top 6. The front 2 cars are going to be for KFB Racing. And sandwiched there in between MBR cars is going to be the 660 of Garrett Miller for Big Dick Bandits. His teammate, the 00 of Mudbone, currently being shown in the 36th position. Mudbone started 10th on the day, but he also took those pit stops, so we'll see what he does as the race goes on. And also, let's go through, the 57 of Nail Clipper Flipper, also a KFB Racing teammate, is being shown in the 8th position right now. So leading them down the backstretch is going to be your number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Like I said, this is a 3.52 mile course or track, and with 5 turns, and it makes the cautions a little bit, there's still 4 laps, but at 70 miles an hour for 3 miles, it does take a little bit for them to get around here on a caution. We'll be going back to green on lap number 9. Actually, it'll be lap number 8. 8 of 22, or lap halfway comes at lap 11. I'm wondering if these guys that are up here at the front are electing to stay out, try to lead at halfway, which will give them those 5 bonus points. Currently, Vet has led 3 laps. Seabass has led 3 laps, and Corvette Stingray has led 1 lap for those 7 total. So this is lap number 8 as Corvette Stingray leads us, Corvette Stingray, Veteran Chaos leads us down here on to lead his 4th lap of the day. Is that number 40 of Veteran Chaos. Down into turn 1 they go. Right behind him is going to be that number 1, his teammate of Jamal Jackson. Both of those two guys, winners last year in the More Freedom Series, and no wins for either one of those in the More Freedom Series this year. But the number 40 and the number 40 has won in the IROC Series this year. So the number 25 of JTM 2588 down to the inside of the number 40 of Corvette Stingray, trying to lead us down here on lap number 9. Trying to take the lead away from the number 40 of Corvette Stingray. Right behind AJM is going to be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson down into turn 4 and 5. Underneath that 51 is going to be the number 1 of Jamal Jackson. Out of turn 4 and 5. Looks like that number 1 of Jamal Jackson might be your leader here as he pulls off and is electing to pit here. Oh, Jesus. We've got a massive accident. Massive accident on the front stretch. Massive accident on the front stretch involving, it looked like that number 40 of Veteran Chaos got ran to the outside by his teammate, the number 1 of Jamal Jackson, and causing an accident here on lap number 10. So your leader is going to be shown as that number 7 of Seabass. And I'm guessing the number 40 of Veteran Chaos is going to be out of this race as he took a header into the pit road wall, got pushed to the outside by the number 1 of Jamal. So we're going to see what happens here. See if these teams pit. And yeah, because there is that number 40. He is definitely seen better days, and hopefully that driver is okay as he just straight into pit road wall after being pushed up there by that number 1 of Jamal Jackson. We saw the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal look like he was low on the track. Let's see if we can catch up to him, as he might be out of gas. Let's go to his in-car view. Sounds like that number 1, or the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal, who has not pitted yet, is definitely out of gas. So due to that caution flag there, the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal slowly making his way around this track out of gas. See if these leaders pit again, and it looks like the 7 of Seabass is electing to come in. Right behind him is going to be that 42 of Mom Games Hard. So this could be beneficial to those folks that actually pitted right there. We're going to see if they can make it all the way or if they are going to have to stop again. But coming in here on lap number 10, we'll see who leads here. Going through your fastest lap on the day currently is going to be by the number 29 of Wishbone Attack at 190.216 miles per hour, or 66.592 seconds. So looks like gas and go for all these cars, as there goes the number 7 of Seabass, the 42 of Mom Games Hard. Looks like the 80 of Hog Eric is coming out. Right behind him is going to be 300, the 57, the 25 out. So that's probably going to allow these folks to go to the end of the race, as they're only going gas and go. There's the 619 of Balls Deep. 30 of Corvette Stingray in. We'll jump back up here to the front. And looks like your leader is going to be shown as the 19 of XJ Snake. Like he should be, it looks like he's going to be in first. But let's check out that replay real fast, see what happened to that number 40 of Corvette Stingray. Right, 40 of Veteran Chaos. I'm sorry, Vet. That definitely for the 40 is definitely Veteran Chaos. So let's check out that replay real fast, see what happened to him. So late entrance to pit road is what's going to cause this problem for that number 40 of Corvette Stingray. Also, he's unable to get down any farther as the number 1 of Jamal Jackson right there by his inside. So let's see this replay real fast. Tries to come down in there, and Jamal is already there, and that's going to end Vet's day, and hopefully he's okay, as that definitely was a hard shot into the end of the pit road wall. Looks like we had some more takers for pit road, as it looked like the 51 came into the pits and the 88 both into the pits. So they should be able to make it all the way, I believe, for gas. The 660 of Garrett Miller still in the pits. Garrett was running in the... I'm not sure where he was running. Oh, Garrett ran out of gas. That's what happened is that Garrett has run out of gas, and so they basically, you're seeing him on pit road, and it's game mechanics. Basically, he's being towed back to pit road right now, and eventually he'll get back to pit road, and he'll be fueled up. So he ran out of gas, and that's why you're seeing him still here on pit road, and Johnny also ran out of gas. So those are the two issues right there. We still have at least one more lap of yellow, but let's go through your top 10 real fast, as hopefully we can finish the last of these laps under green. Your leader at halfway is going to be the number 19 of XJ Snake. So, again, let's go through your top 10 real fast. In first is going to be the number 19 of XJ Snake. Second will be the 10 of It's Somalian. Third will be the number 32 of Heck of a Doober. Fourth will be the 33 of ZWTF. Fifth will be the 13 of King of the Aces. Sixth will be the number 6 of Ice Cream Somedays. Seventh will be the 799 of Mike Check. Eighth will be the 95 of Zed Brunna. Ninth will be the 51 of AJM 2588. And rounding out the top 10 is going to be the number 96 of Nico 2588. So Nico, after falling back and being involved in that caution, currently running in the 10th position. Let's go through some team notables right now. So XJ is a single car team. So Serpent Racing right there for XJ Snake. Also the same with the number 10 of It's Somalian single car team. The 32 a Heck of a Doober, running Doober Racing, the team owner right there. His teammates, the 187 of Johnny T. Homicidal, is going to be currently running in the 40th position after running out of gas. Let's see, it'll also be the number 66 of Syndicate J. He's running in the... Oh, yeah, he crashed. He's out. He's 42nd. And his other teammate is going to be that 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon, who had a great car earlier on. She's running in the 34th position. So then we got ZWTF running for Skull Bandit Racing, single car team. And we got the 13 of King of the Aces, and he's got his teammate, the 6 of Ice Cream Some Days, behind him. And then 2 cars behind is going to be that 95 of Zed Brunna. So great showing right now for the Aces to Zed Motorsports, as 3 cars right there in the top 10. And you got the 799 at Mike Check running for Drop Bear Racing. His teammate, the 300 at Resemble, who has not caused an accident yet today, currently running in the 14th position. And you got the 96 of Nico 2588 running for MBR. His teammates, you know, his next teammate in line looks like it's going to be, yeah, because the 51 and the 88 both pitted. They're 37th and 38th. The 29 of Wishbone Attack currently running in 33rd. And the 25 of JTM 2588 is currently running in the position, the 16th position. So, as you know, JTM won last week's race. at the Michigan International Speedway for that Michigan Apple 60. So we got one to go here. Let's check that pace car. We do have one to go. Lights are out on top of that Challenger. So one to go here for XJ Snake, leading us down to take the green flag to start lap number 14 here at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway for this big-ass fan 77. 2 cautions on the day for 8 laps. So I think we have probably 9 laps of total caution. We'll find out. We'll find out. But Wishbone Attack still has your fastest lap on the day. 2 cars out of the race is going to be that number 2, or the 41, sorry, the 40 Veteran Chaos and the 66 of Syndicate J. 2 cars a lap down is going to be the 187 and the 660, but leading us down, take the green flag with 9 laps remaining is going to be the 19 of XJ Snake. That's why you don't see those lap cars on the inside. XJ into the dog leg. Right behind him is going to be another Pontiac, that number 10 of It's Some Alien, and that Hillman's Mayonnaise car for Probed Motorsports. The 10 down to the bottom of the track, getting a great run through the turn. It's Some Alien, who is running in the 38th position on the year. No top 5s, no top 10s, 1 DNF. Is out to the lead here at this big-ass fan 77 here at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway. Behind him is going to be the number 13, a King of the Aces. Down the backstretch they go. This really long backstretch here at Fort Wayne. Dropping down to the inside is going to be the number 13, a King of the Aces. With his teammate, that number 6 of Ice Cream Some Days right there too, being pushed along by the number 32. Oh, they're coming into the pits, folks. These are the cars that only pitted once. They're going to need to pit again. So coming in for gas, probably gas and go. We're going to find out. And it looks like it might just be gas and go for these cars. Let's just jump to see. Left side tires going on that number 6 of Ice Cream Some Days. Filling up with fuel. And she is down and away. So 4 tires stopped for those cars as number 10 of It's Some Alien still going to be shown as your leader. Alien having only stopped 1 time. So let's go through those people that have only stopped once. As of right now, it's going to be the number 10 of It's Some Alien. Second place of the 33 has only stopped once. XJ has stopped once. Nico has stopped once. Mike Check and JTM all with 1 stop. The 57 with 1 stop. And here comes the number 10 of It's Some Alien into the pits. Followed behind him is going to be that 33 of ZWTF. Coming in hot into those pits. The 33, the 19, the 96 all into the pits. Probably going to be 4 tires and fuel. Left side tires on for the 19. Gas going into that 19 of XJ Snake. Gas is done and down and away for the number 10 of It's Some Alien. There's the 19 of XJ Snake down and away. There's the 33 down and away. There's the 96. Left side tires going on. Left side tires on. And he's down. Fuel going into that 96 of Nico 2588. He needs to get out quick so he can stay in with these teams. So the 96 down and away. Here comes the 32 of Heck of a Duber, the 13 of King of the Aces, both stopping on the last lap. There's the 6 of Ice Cream Some Days, also stopping on that last lap. But your leader was going to be that 799 of Mike Check, but the 42 of Mom Games Hard may be shown as your leader right now. Because I don't see the 799 around here. There's the 420. We're going to see what happens as timing and scoring updates. And it is going to be shown. Your leader right now on the track is going to be the number 42 of Mom Games Hard. That 25 of JTM 2588 has only one pit stop on the day, so I'm guessing you're going to see him pulling into the pits at any time for his pit stop, which could be detrimental for him, as he's not going to have anybody to stop with him. He's going to be stuck out there on the track, but not exactly sure which lap he stopped on. And if he stopped after, he would have to stop around lap 10 or 11. If not, he would have ran out of gas, because they can only go about 10 or 11 laps. But there's the 25 of JTM 2588. We're going to see if he ducks down into the pits. He does not. Here he comes down to the front stretch. Another 25 of JTM 2588. Last week's winner, now leading this race here in Fort Wayne at the Big Ass Fan 77. I'm just, at this point, we're waiting to see what happens with this 25 and see if he is going to pit or if he's going to roll the dice and try to make it to the end, as we have 4 laps remaining here. 4 laps to go. The 25 is your leader. Right behind him is going to be the number 42 of Mom Games Hard, and that number 11 of TC Roberts, and the 420 of Queen of Hearts. Aces to Z Motorsports making a heck of a showing right now. Looks like there's the 799 of Mike Check, who obviously must have had to stop. So looking for back-to-back wins, but here comes the 911 of Danny Cybex, the rookie on the year. There's the 42 of Mom Games Hard is into the pits. We got a lot of pit stops going on right now, but the 25 of JTM 2588 is this MBR team going to roll the dice and see if the 25 can make it to the end. Behind him is going to be that 420 and the number 11. Those Aces to Z Motorsports cars hooked up in the draft. They're probably going to be able to catch up to that 25 and may be able to get around him, but we're going to see what JTM does here with 3 laps remaining. Down the backstretch they go, fighting it out for second place is going to be the 420 and the number 11. Getting ever so closer to the back end of that number 25 with JTM 2588. JTM into 4 and 5. Excitement right now as we're going to see if the 25, he is ducking into the pits, folks. And so are the 420 and the number 11. So JTM into the pits for his final pit stop. We're going to see what he does. If he's taking tires, if he's taking gas, what he's taking today. 70-mile-an-hour pit road speed limit here at Fort Wayne, as the 25 leads the 420 and the number 11 down. The 25 into his pit stall. Right there's going to be the 34 of Super Snake. Here comes the number 80 of Hog Eric. And it looks like it might just be gas for the number 25. And the number 25 down and away. Maybe I missed him putting on tires, but the 25 is down and away here. And he is out of the pits. We're going to see who your leader is going to be. He's still currently being shown as your leader as he winds that number 25 Sonic Dodge up for MBR. Sounds like we got some cars catching up to him. Excitement is building right here as the 25 winds his car up. Down to the backstretch they go. Here comes the number 13 of King of the Aces and the 32 of Heck of a Doober. They're going to catch up to that 25 of JTM 2588 as the 11 drops down to the inside underneath behind his teammate, the number 13 of King of the Aces. King of the Aces, winner earlier this week in the IROC series here at Fort Wayne. Looking to take it, to make it a sweep of the week as he's trying to catch up to the back of that number 25 of JTM 2588, who is looking for back-to-back wins here in the More Freedom Series. JTM, we're going to wait and see if timing and scoring, how everything updates, but I'm still thinking, and we're going to see if JTM is our leader, It looks like he maybe might be our leader here. As he indeed is your leader right now, is going to be that number 25 of JTM 2588 with 2 laps remaining. Make sure, 2 laps remaining. As the number 13 of King of the Aces from this view looks like he is catching up to him. We'll find out. And you can see the 13 is gaining ever so closer to that number 25 of JTM 2588. Fighting it out for 3rd position right now is going to be his teammate, the number 11 at TC Roberts, and the 42 and the 32 of Duber and Mom Games Hard. Down the front stretch. Down into turn 1 last time is going to be your leader, the number 25 of JTM 2588, into the dogleg right for the final time here on this white flag lap. The number 13 of King of the Aces catching up. What does he have for this 25 as they go through turns 2 and 3? JTM down to the bottom of the track, the 13 of King of the Aces. He's going to get a run, but here comes the number 32 of Heck of a Duber down to the inside of that number 11 of TC Roberts. Down the backstretch they go. Fighting for position right here on the last lap is going to be the 25, the 13 again this week. These 2 cars battling it out for the win, the 25, the 13. As they did last week for Michigan, the 13 in second, the 25 in first. Out of turn 5, here comes the number 25 of JTM 2588, leading us down to take the checkered flag. Again, it's going to be the 25 of JTM 2588, pulling out his 2nd win on the year, 2nd win of the season, back-to-back wins, in an amazing finish. Great pit strategy for the number 25, allowing him to only do 2 pit stops on the day when some of the other teams were doing 3. The 32, the 13, all with 2 pit stops on the day, allowing that number 25 with a great job by MBR and a great pit strategy to put the 25 out front and to capture a 2nd win, back-to-back wins for that number 25 this week. Exciting finish to this race, as I thought King of the Aces 1 more lap and he would have had him, I think, but congratulations to your winner, that number 25. Let's go through your finishing order, your finishing top 10. Again, your winner in back-to-back weeks, leading the most laps again, is going to be that number 25 of JTM 2588. 2nd place, again for the 2nd week in a row, is going to be the number 13 of King of the Aces. 3rd place will be the 32 of Heck of a Duber in that ketchup taco car. 4th place will be the number 11 of TC Roberts. 5th will be the number 42 of Mom Games Hard. 6th will be the 22 of Sailor Spoopy Moon. 7th will be the 49 of Jetman. 8th will be the 33 of ZWTF. 9th will be the 47 of Dom Kizzle. And rounding out your top 10 is going to be the number 6 of Ice Cream Some Days. So a great showing for Aces to Z Motorsports, as a 2nd place, 4th place, and 10th place on the day. Good showing also for MBR, as JTM won this race, and the 7th place is going to be the number 49 of Jetman. Looking through your finishing order, Nail Clipper Flipper and Johnny T. Homicidal both finishing in 38th and 39th on the day. And 2nd place in points, the 96 is going to finish in 29th on the day. So that should close up the points race, and things should heat up as we go into next week. As we go into next week for the All-Star race at Richmond and our More Freedom Series Season 2 race number 13 next week will be at California for the Auto Club 75. Looks like some after-race shenanigans went on right there. You can see the 96 with a little bit of a busted-up car. But let's check out your points real fast, as it should be getting ever so closer right now. And I just, that 25 with that win, we're going to see what he does. especially he was 201 points behind, so he's going to get those 15 bonus points. And we'll see where he's at right now. And fantastic race, and looking forward to next week at California for that Auto Club 75. But congratulations again, back-to-back wins for that number 25 of JTM 2588 for MBR. Again, great pit strategy for them as he has come out here on top for the Big Ass Fan 77 here at the Fort Wayne Super Speedway. Again, congratulations to the 25 of JTM 2588. That's going to do it for me. See you next week for the Auto Club 75 at California. And until then, take care.